Well, this is the final part of this review. Before we start, I would like to know what are your thoughts on the video. I would like to know if Dr. Peterson have ever helped you through the information he provides. What do you think about it? Um, yeah, I would like to hear from you in the just leave a comment below. So let's continue.
And you can either pretend that that's not the case and gloss over it and then end up in a 30-year silent war, or you can have the damn fight when you need to have it and see if you can straighten it out. So now and then we'd get in a situation where we were at loggerheads, we couldn't move, and it would spiral up into hate speech, let's say. Because yeah, everyone laughs because they know they manifest plenty of hate speech towards those they love. So one of the things we learned to do was, when we hit an impasse, was to separate and to go our own ways, and to go sit and think, okay, look, we're at this unpleasant situation, we can't figure out how to move forward. I'd always think, of course it's her fault, obviously it's her fault, at least 95%, but maybe there was something I did that contributed like 5% to it.
I want to stop real quick because that's so true. I mean, to all the ones that have relationships, well, that are in a relationship, they know. In my case, in the past, I had this experience years ago, around 2 3 years ago, and sometimes when you are in a relationship, it's easier to put the fault or the blame in the other person, and you said no, it's her fault or it's his fault, I didn't do anything, it's always his fault or her fault. But as Dr. Peterson says, that we all always, or at least most of us, contribute at least 5% to the things that are happening, whether they are good or bad. We contribute to that somehow. So if you are in a relationship, I would suggest, whenever you are having an argument, do not put the blame in anybody. Do not start with that because it's not going to end well. It's not helpful at all, and it's going to make things worse. Trust me. I've been there a long time ago. It's going to make things worse, and it's going to take a small argument. Maybe it's a small argument. It's going to take you to a completely different level, and it's going to be really bad. And then the other person is going to be mad at you for a long time, and maybe that person don't want to share what he or she really thinks about you, and eventually all those feelings, those bad feelings, just accumulate and accumulate and accumulate, and there is a moment when everything is just going to explode, and it's not going to be good for anyone. So you have to, first of all, do not put the blame in anybody. The first thing you should do is to look for solutions, how to improve the situation, and to approach the other person in a different way. Maybe the other person is doing something that is not helpful for the relationship. Okay, you should show that person talking, not arguing, not screaming or something like that, but talking to that person and showing that person that, hey, look, if we together work this out, it's going to help us to improve as a couple or relationship or marriage, and we are going to be happier. You are doing this that I believe it's not helping us, and I am willing to help you to stop doing that, or to, I don't know, make a change in order to stop having these kind of problems. And if I do something similar, just let me know. right away, and I'm going to stop doing that. And once you do that compromise with your partner, obviously it's going to be way better than putting the blame in the other person. No, it's his fault. It's her fault. He or she always do this. You know, that's just nonsense, and it's not helpful for anyone. So, uh, to be, I will be waiting for your comments and what you think, if you know Dr. Peterson, or if you, I mean, if Dr. Pearson helped you before with something in your life. I would love to hear that in the comments below. And yeah, see you next time.